not considering other schools. On a scale of 1 to 5, we asked students how happy they were or satisfied they were with their overall high school experience at Holmdel High School. And you can see that, like the parents who sort of mostly chose 4, our high school students also chose 4 as the most frequently responded to response. So when we looked at this branding, we considered the traditional SWOT analysis, which is looking at strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So we looked at our brand through the lens of, like, what are the positive values that we currently own? What is it about Holmdel that we already can capitalize upon in terms of our brand? What are our weaknesses? So what are some things that are not strengths that we also own, that we need to work on, that you saw me talking about earlier? What are some opportunities? What are some things that we don't currently own, but we could own in the future? And then what are some threats? What are some things that others own that we don't really have access to? Or what are some of the negative values of our brand? When we put through all of that data into the SWOT analysis, again, our strengths are our premium high quality, that we're approachable, we're solid, we're reputable. Our weaknesses have to do with being inconsistent across schools and within schools. Interesting, students pointed out a lot around being exclusive is a weakness as well. That there are limits here, some opportunities to develop more reliability. I think that's speaking back to the inconsistency. Opportunities to become more distinguished, to become more well-rounded, and to become more spirited and passionate about our schools. Threats that people perceived is that we're the only game in town, we're the only public high school that students can choose. And threats being that there are specialty schools out there that students can choose from at the county vocational schools. So then on April 28th, I think, a group of parents, community members, board members, staff members, about 40 strong, gathered for a full day looking at all of this data to determine really what is our brand. And they looked at the functional benefits of our school district, they looked at the practical benefits of our school district, and the emotional benefits of our school district. And it's through looking at all 3 of those that really the brand began to emerge in consideration of those. Throughout the day we spent together, which we spent a good 6 hours of the day looking at the data, and also the consultant paying close attention to terms we used to describe the school district, which are all listed up here. And towards the end of the day, everybody got dots, 10 sticky dots, and these words were posted all throughout the room, and they were able to use their 10 dots to place wherever they wanted those 10 dots to be next to these words. And what you see is the result of that with the words inclusive, the words forward-thinking, smart, and driven, really sort of emerging as descriptive of the Holmdel brand. So then we sort of looked at how do these things all converge together. We looked at these functional benefits. That we have these 4 progressive campuses. So students progress through all 4 of our schools along the way, but also that our schools are progressive and try to be ahead of the curve. That our education is well-rounded, it's college, career, and citizen focused. That we have really strong academic outcomes. We're competitive. And you can read that whole list. That are our functional benefits. Practical benefits is that we're always aspiring to do more in student academic performance, in teacher and administrator professional growth, in community participation and collaboration, and in one-on-one mentorship, meaning sort of helping parents who are new to our community learn how to learn about our schools and learn about how things function in the district. Another practical benefit is that we're expanding and making aspirations a reality for the individual as well as for the whole community, and catalyzing individuals to be the best version of themselves. I'm going to draw your attention to the emotional benefits of our district, that we're accomplished, proud, prepared, confident, grateful, supported, satisfied, optimistic, validated, valued, self-aware, inspired, motivated, rewarded, challenged, responsible, and my favorite one, happy. When we looked at all of the things that sort of came together, and you can see under the practical benefits of innovating to elevate lives, academics, outcomes, memories, property values, we try to elevate those, job satisfaction, parental satisfaction, connections, self-esteem. What we found out is that our brand is really all about innovating to elevate. And so our intention is to use those three words as we try to put out into the world what Holmdel Schools is all about. And that's where we have landed. You'll be seeing more of that this summer as we develop our new website, but you'll also be hearing me talk about these things in future communications to parents in the community and to the community as a whole.